Hey guys, SSB Lee here. Today we're going to be looking at our Cyber Dragon deck. Not really going to do a deck profile on it. Have one on there. Been messing with it for a while, since the last video of the deck profile. We have regionals, sorry, not nationals, regionals. We have regionals this coming weekend, and we're just trying to get ready for it. So we're going to do some test hands. And most of these will be going second because this deck you do want to kind of go second until you can side, your 3 copies of Heatwave. I don't run these main just because if you lose the dice roll and your opponent wants to go first, this is going to be a dead hand if you draw them. So let's go into being second. So we're going to shuffle a bit. And then we will cut, and then top card to the bottom. So we're gonna go second, so let's see the first 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, and 5. And then our 6th card will be another Galaxy Soldier. So with this hand, let me see here. The play that we could do, honestly, is you can special, if there's nothing in the column, you can end up special summoning Disablaster. Then we can special summon Galaxy Soldier by throwing away the 1 Galaxy Soldier we already have. That will let us go into our rank 5s for XYZs, which would be the Nova, and then go into Infinity. Or we can always just leave it at that, set our duality, and set our imperm, and pass turn if our enemy or opponent has not a really great board. This is what I mean when I say that, my Cyber Dragon deck can do a lot better. There definitely are some cards I think I could put in here. It's just a matter of finding them. I didn't want to really order any cards and have to wait through mail or the mail get lost. So we're going to do another test hand. That one wasn't the greatest. This deck can produce a OTK, like a really great OTK, but it's just a matter of getting the cards. So let's do another test hand. And then, of course, top to the bottom, and then first 5. Cyber Rev System, another Galaxy Soldier, Cyber Emergency, Cyber Dragon Core, and Cyber Dark Realm. And the 6th card would be an Ash. Okay. This hand is a little bit better. I like it a little bit more. Just because we have the Ash, it would be better if we had it during the first turn so we could use it. But going second, this isn't a horrible hand because what you can do is bait out an Ash. So what we can do, honestly, would be to activate Cyber Dragon Core, we activate Cyber Emergency. If Cyber Emergency gets ashed, that's okay, because that's what we would want. So we would go for Core. Core's effect to add a spell, a Cyber Dragon spell or trap. So we would go into and grab Cyber Repair Plant. Add Repair Plant to hand. Then we will add Cyber Dark Realm, or activate Cyber Dark Realm to add the Cyber Dark Chimera, which is right here. Secondary effect of Realm is to get an additional normal summon for Cyber Dark. Then we can either go 2 ways. We can link this off Yeah, we can link him off, actually, to go into Clockwork Knight. Go into Clockwork Knight. Clockwork Knight's effect when he is summoned using a monster with 1000 or less original attack. You can destroy a continuous spell, and since we are done with this, we can destroy Cyberdark Realm. To add a Clockwork Knight spell, from deck to hand, then we can activate Chimera's effect to throw away a Cyber Dragon spell. So, we could throw away one spell card. So here, if our opponent doesn't have much, and we don't really want to go into the whole process of throwing away one of our good Cyber Dragon cards down here, we can throw away the Clockwork Knight, actually. Add the Power Bond. Add the Power Bond to hand. Then we can activate Clockwork's effect in the grave to banish and throw away one card. We're not using Galaxy Soldier. So we can either do that, or you can wait it out. And let's say you didn't activate that. So we can, what we can do actually would be activate Cyber Repair Plant, because we have a Cyber Dragon in the grave. So we can add one Light Machine monster from deck to hand. We can actually go and grab Hertz. Activate Hertz as a Galaxy Soldier to be special summon. And Hertz's effect will go off also. So Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, or whatever is more important. So Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. Just to add a Galaxy Soldier and a Cyber Dragon from deck to hand. Again, this is assuming your opponents have pretty much nothing in their hand or on the field. If your opponents do have something, they'll be able to stop this pretty easily. But this is just a good way of going through and showing you guys what this deck can do. So now we have another Cyber Dragon and another Galaxy Soldier. So what we can do is do the same thing, because it's not once per turn. Then we can go ahead and XYZ into, oops, sorry, that's my side deck. It's actually over here. So we can actually go into Nova. And by now you can get Nibiru because you already had normaled core. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would be your 6th one. So you'd probably be, if they had Nibiru, you'd probably get Nibiru here. It's not too bad to be Nibiru, honestly. Because like I said, you already have Power Bond. And with the effect of Chimera, since you got it this turn using it, you can use materials from the graveyard. And if you go into your graveyard right now, you have quite a few Cyber Dragons. So you have 1, 2, and 3. So you can definitely go into some good Cyber Dragon cards. So we go from Nova, and we would detach actually to special summon a Cyber Dragon monster. And then we would go into Infinity. Activate Infinity's effect to absorb an opponent's monster. So let's just say we absorbed a monster. So again, we still have Power Bond, we still have Cyber Rev System, and we still have our Ash. So if anything was to happen, you can bring back a good amount of monsters. So what we can do from here would be to link off to and go into Seeger. Go into Seeger. I only bring out Seeger really just for the extra effect of adding 1,100. Yeah, 2,100, 2,100 attack to a machine monster. So what we can do after that would be we can go and activate Cyber Rev System and bring back a Cyber Dragon monster. And we can link off for 2 for SP. So we have a negate. If a monster effect is activated, we could use SP. We didn't use any extra deck monster, so she doesn't get the extra effect of banishing. Then we also have Seeger to add. So what we can do here. Did we activate Cyber Rev System? Yeah, I believe we did, yes. Sorry. Then we can activate Power Bond using our graveyard. So from our graveyard, we can banish 1 Cyber Dragon, 2 Cyber Dragon, and then a machine monster to grab. Actually, we can do 2 Cyber Dragon. We'll just do the 3. We'll do core also. So we'll banish the 3 cards to bring out Rampage. I'm thinking about running another Rampage just because it's so good, honestly. So with Rampage's effect, with as many materials you used, you can destroy up to that many spells and traps. So if your opponent has some back row, you can definitely pop some with that. So that would be 3, so you could pop 3. Then you can activate Rampage's effect. And since we threw away a core, we can end up throwing away another core just to, 1, thin out our deck, and 2, you always want a core because if something happens to your board and you survive, you can actually banish core from your graveyard and special summon 1 Cyber Dragon monster from your deck. So we'll activate his effect to throw away 2 light machine monsters. So we'll throw away a core. So you could also throw away another Cyber Dragon. So that's going to be 2. So he's going to be able to attack a total of 3 times. And he is actually at 4,200. And then, like I said, we do have Seeger on the field. So we can give him an extra 2,100 attack. So now he's at 63. Yeah, 6,300. And like I said, you do have SP, you do have a Infinity out on the field. And then that's game right there. Just 1, 2. And then if they did have a monster, you can attack the monster and then attack twice. That is game. So we will go ahead and reshuffle all this back in. And we will see what happens when we go first. So this is one hand that we can definitely count on. Remember, this was all going second. So let's see what we can do going first now. Let me just make sure I don't have any other extra deck monsters in here. I do have the what is his name? Regulus in here. So we could have banished the Clockwork Knight to add the Regulus. With that though, you would have to throw away a card, and I just really didn't feel like throwing away a card. Sometimes you can. There'll be in certain positions where you can afford to, like if you just have a Hurts, you can throw away the Hurts, and then when Hurts hits the grave, it also, like I said, brings back a Cyber Dragon monster. So just preparing for regionals. I'm not expecting to make top 100 or anything. I'm gonna be pretty low on that. But I do expect to win a couple of games, at least 1 or 2, honestly. When the Cyber Dragon support does come out, you can expect some videos on that. I am really excited for the Cyber Dark monster and the new Cyber Dragon. So there's gonna be some great combos with that. Let me go ahead and finish shuffling this. Sorry. Now we will be going first on this hand, and we'll cut and everything also. But yes, I am pretty excited for the new Cyber Dragon support. It's been a long road with these Cyber Dragons. I have been off and on with Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm just barely... I'm ready to get back into it fully, as you can tell. So we will be going first with this hand. Okay, now we will cut it. And then top card goes to the bottom. First 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not a bad hand, but not a good hand. I'll explain why. So, it kind of sucks because his effect is once per turn to be special summoned. So we can special summon him to any column. So what I do here is I'm going to use this. So this is going to be the field center. And this was the extra monster zone on this side and extra monster zone on this side. So what we can do here is special summon him here. So anything in this column is blocked off. And what we can do is normal summon the core. Core's effect will go off to add. Let's just say they don't have an Ash. So we get to add a Cyber Dragon spell or trap. We can actually go into Cyber Dark Realm. Realm will let us add a Dark monster. So I'm going to activate this. Let me scoot this stuff up a little. Sorry. So we'll activate this to add a Cyber Dark Chimera, which was our next card. So we're going to add Chimera to our hand. We'll shuffle Realm's effect to get an additional normal summon. So we'll do that. Then we will go into Core and link him off for Clockwork Knight. Clockwork Knight effect to pop a continuous spell to add a Clockwork Knight. So here there's two things. We can either, again, throw away this with Chimera's effect to get a power bond. But we really don't have much opportunities to keep dumping more Cyber Dragons. And on top of that, we are going first. So there's no point of that. So what we can do is go ahead and activate the Clockwork Knight just to give our monsters a little nice boost. Bring back activate Cyber Rev System. Or no, actually, we can actually keep the Cyber Rev System for later in case of anything. We can go ahead and link off to... Yeah, we can link off to... Oh, no, we can't. We do need to activate the Cyber Rev System. Activate the Cyber Rev System to bring back Core. Again, this is our hand. Core. Then we can link off the Clockwork Knight and Cyber Dragon for a Seeger. Have Seeger here. So now we've put our opponent in a kind of a little situation. Typically, also with Chimera, if you do get an additional normal summon, You want to kind of get rid of him because he's only at 800 attack. Unless you put him in defense. Special summon him somehow in defense. So right now, we are pretty good. We've already used up our normal summon, our additional normal summon. We have Clockwork Knight on the field. Everything is machines. Our machines gain 500 attack and defense. The opponents lose 500 attack and defense. But here's the nice part. We have now locked them from using links because I took up this extra monster zone and my Disablaster is negating this whole column, so their extra monster zone is actually negated. So sometimes people remember what this card does, sometimes they don't, and they play straight into it. Other times people will go and summon something and go straight into battle. But since we have Clockwork Knight activated, he gains an extra 500 defense, and they lose 500. So it's going to be pretty hard to go straight into getting this card out or getting this card out, since he can give himself or him or another machine type monster 2100. So now if they do play a card here, let's just say they activate a SP, it is negated no matter what. So that's a nice little lock for that zone. And pretty much they would either have to destroy this card or destroy this card. We could take damage with this card just because he's going to be at only 1800, or not 1800, sorry. He'll probably be at what? At 1300, so. But another nice thing is that Clockwork Knight's on the field. If your Seeger is still on the field, his name becomes Cyber Dragon, so you can actually contact fuse with as many machine type monsters next turn if he stays. So let's just say nothing happens next turn. We can go ahead and look at that. That's a perfect card to draw because we can actually, if depending on the columns, let's say there's nothing on this column over here, we can special summon him over here on this side. And then, but remember, anything is negated. So this card is kind of a double-edged sword because I'm not able to use these two columns now. But I still have, I just drew a machine dupe. So what I can do is, if your Chimera is here, we can actually activate the Chimera's effect to either throw away a spell card and grab the Power Bond, or what we can do is play Machine Dupe right here and then target him, Disablaster, because Disablaster is actually under 500. And actually, we couldn't even do that, honestly, because I forgot Clockwork Knight is on the field, so it has to be under 500. Normally, it would work if Clockwork Knight wasn't there. Since it doesn't, since we wouldn't be able to do that then, we would probably activate Chimera's effect to throw it away, and then add a Power Bond from deck to hand. So again, this would be our second turn, since we had locked the zone. And we're just saying if anything was to not happen. So we'd have this, and then let's say your opponent has a monster. We can also kaiju them, just to get rid of a monster on their side. So let's say we do that. So now they have a monster, I'll put it over here. So let's say they have a monster on that side. Now we have a Power Bond. So what we can do now is use Seeger to contact fuse their entire field. So let's just say 1, 2, 3, and then let's say they had 2 more. So we contact fuse for, let's say 4, 3 or 4. We'll do 3. Just to say we did those 3 for Fortress. Fortress is now at 3,000, but he gains the 500 from Clockwork Knight. Now we can activate Power Bond, and then we can banish 2 Cyber Dragons. 2 Cyber Dragons, and go into banish 2 Cyber Dragons. We can go into Twin. And Twin is going to be at, what is it, 56? Because 2800. So, again, that's pretty much a good game right there. If, like I said, they don't have anything, and if we use Clockwork Knight to get rid of their whole board. If they did get rid of Clockwork Knight, if they did get rid of it, then we could have used the Machine Dupe to target to add another one just to block off a whole other area. So that's going to be it. That's going to be first hand, second hand. Wish me luck at my regionals. Definitely going to do a deck profile at regionals, depending on how this deck goes. Definitely going to let you guys know exactly how it goes. So wish me luck, guys, and I will be doing some more videos soon. Probably another video of unboxing pack or a box of I don't know, probably Supreme Darkness. We are looking for some more hero cards, evil hero cards. I do want to make an evil hero deck. I love GX in general, so that will be it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Bye.